share the stream.
Yep. Let's see here. Alright, just gonna share this with some friends.
Share. Copy link. I'll just paste it places.
Yep.
Dang it, you beat me to it.
I'm posting in places.
Announcements. Let's see.
You sending yours to some other friends too?
To some other Discord servers, yeah.
Alright. Okay, I think I've looked at my bases. Oh.
The one channel is read only on advertise yourself. It's funny.
But yeah. So, I guess I've already sent my invite link, or my stream link. So, do you want to do your intro first, or should I do mine?
Just give me 1 second. Let's see if I can.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. There.
Man, it looks so beautiful in this place, honestly. Just seeing the cherry blossoms. Very active cherry blossoms, actually. A lot of wind.
Exactly.
And they just fade into the ground, too.
Yep.
But,
Alright, so...
you want to do your intro, or should I do mine?
I guess I'll do my intro first, since you were able to post.
Alrighty.
Alright, and everyone, welcome to my live stream. I'm streaming here with a friend. Before I introduce him, I would like to say that this is a two-part stream. Not in that the stream is broken up into two parts, but the fact that it's I'm streaming for two different reasons. The first is that not everyone knows, but at the end of March, Drive Club VR will be gone permanently for the multiplayer, at least. It will be gone forever. It's already been delisted off the store, but unlike most other games where you can still play them, I mean, heck, even Horizon 1, that was released in 2011, you can still play multiplayer online with that occasionally. This is just going to be straight up gone. Sony no longer really cares about this franchise or this game, and they're just leaving it basically to die. So that's the first part. It's to say goodbye and enjoy what this game has brought us. And then the other part is, for me, as of yesterday, after about 2.5 years and failing some classes and really long days, like 6 hours per day of welding for a few days a week, I have finally passed the last of the classes that I needed to pass for the entire program. So I am technically since our college isn't going to have the graduation ceremony when it's supposed to, but I have technically already graduated from the program as of yesterday. The college closed at
Okay.
3 p.m. and I passed at like 2:15. So I am I'm very happy about all that, and I am going to get a few days to enjoy myself before I start finding other avenues of making money before I go into the
Yeah.
next round of college. But but yeah, I'm if you're on Goldstream, my friend, my YouTube channel is Mr. Junior, and my friend is Goldman27, Bronzium, Adam, however you know him.
Yeah.
He's multiple different places, but he is streaming right now. So,
Yeah. And of course, hello everyone. For anyone watching my end of the stream, I'm joined here with my good friend Mr. Junior or Mark.
he,
And as he was just saying, he recently graduated his welding program. So congrats to him. Congrats,
yes,
man.
thanks.
And yeah, we're doing this as potentially the last stream. We might see if we can do one more. We'll see. But yeah, as it stands right now, this will probably be our last stream before the Drive Club VR multiplayer gets shut down forever.
Yeah.
So
That
kind
doesn't
of
mean that
sad, but
that doesn't mean that we'll go away.
yeah, it doesn't mean we'll go away.
We still have other surprising. We still have two, I believe. We have two possible other VR multiplayer driving style games, and that's Wipeout Omega Collection
Yep.
and Dirt Rally, I believe.
In a sense, yeah, we did figure that one did have multiplayer.
Yeah, we it has multiplayer on a very specific basis with
Yeah,
VR, but I mean it's still better than nothing.
yeah, that's true.
I'm still trying to get gold to figure out Trinus VR so we can actually have a lot more opportunities for this. But he's currently obsessed with his Raspberry Pi 4.
Yeah,
Um, but
yeah.
yeah, we will be here later, and another thing that I was able to do is just recently on Monday, I was planning on I got some dividends back from some investments that I made back in 2015, and I was able to take them out whenever I in back in 2019 for 0%. Like I didn't have to pay any taxes on it because I wasn't making really any money.
Right.
So I set that aside to start buying and selling cars, just buying a cheap car, detailing it and selling it for maybe a few hundred under market value and just selling it and making some money off of it, like do a little detailing. Well,
Yeah.
first off, I wasn't planning on starting that until after I finished my welding program, but life happens and I had the opportunity to purchase a car and
Mm-hmm.
it about a few weeks ago, and as of Monday I sold it. My goal for the entire summer, over possibly like I don't know 8 to 10 vehicles. I was hoping at the best that I would be
Mm.
able to pay for, like with the profits, not just what I had left in the bank, but with the profits
Right.
off of what I did, that I would be able to pay for both the Series X and the
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 5. And
Mm.
with this one car, I was able to I was able to do enough for that immediately.
Yeah.
So as soon as the pre-orders go up, I'm pre-ordering both the PlayStation
Mm-hmm.
5 and a Series X. Hopefully specific models. If there's like a Gran Turismo version of the PlayStation 5 or a Forza Motorsport version of the Series X, I'll buy those. I'm gonna pre-order what version I think looks cool and whatever I'm gonna get because of the crisis that's happening right now. There aren't gonna be many around. But
Yeah.
all of that to say that I've basically locked in that I'm going to be able to purchase a PlayStation 5, which will have VR compatibility, and hopefully
Mm-hmm.
there will be more VR driving games that we can experience with the PlayStation 5. And I'm not hoping for higher resolution, but maybe higher resolution textures and more
Mm.
things. So
Yeah.
maybe we can have it to where we have really large races, time changes even. That'd be really awesome.
That would be.
Um But yeah, we're not going away. We're going to come back, still do stuff, and especially whenever the PlayStation 5 releases, I don't know about Gold, but at least I know that I will be playing on a PlayStation 5 and
Yeah.
having better VR experiences.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
So anyway,
But,
out of
but
the
anyway,
top,
so yeah,
yeah, all the talking aside, let's play some Drive Club.
yeah. Let's get into it.
All right.
All right.
So,
So, do you want to set up a race?
sure, I'll set up a
Or
race.
all right. Yeah. I normally don't set races myself often. I usually let Mark do it just because it's always fun. So,
Let's
see what kind of masochism we can get ourselves into tonight.
see. Let's see
I
what
received a game alert.
let's see if we can go for something we haven't done before.
Hmm. I'm trying to think of what we haven't done before. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of tracks we haven't done yet. So.
Ooh, India. I don't think we've done anything in India yet.
I thought we did one track, but yeah, we could definitely do something else in India. There's a lot of tracks to discover.
Let's see. Ooh, there is an official racetrack in India.
There you go.
Let's go like 10 a.m. 10 a.m.
Alright. So what
Shout
kind
out
of cars we...
shout out to everyone in India right now. I have gotten word that y'all are under really, really, really strict lockdowns. Just in case anyone in my audience is watching from India, I know that that's really hard for y'all right now. So
Yeah.
consider this as us helping you out, at least, I don't know, a little bit in spirit. Corner
Yeah.
flag's off because, yeah, we don't need easy mode here. We've played this game multiple times.
Well, you've played it more than I have, I think, but...
Yeah, but you're also at level 29, sir. You definitely understand this.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah, just maybe.
Oh,
Gear
yeah.
type, manual only, options,
I'm
braking
using pedals
assist,
because
off,
screw my shifter.
hardcore handling, on,
Prepare to
collisions,
die handling on.
on. Penalties, off, even though it still gives us penalties for some reason.
Yeah.
Vehicle select time, we're going to go for 60 seconds, and then 60 for the race end time.
Good. In case I get dragged behind.
Right. So let's see. So before we do this, what kind of... Well, let's go with any, just to make sure that we have enough. So we'll do 3 laps. What car do you want to use first?
I don't know, Chief. What haven't we used yet is the real question we should be asking ourselves. And what can I use?
Yeah, hopefully
I,
we can use one with what do you call it? With gear indicators. Either that or a gated manual.
right. Just thinking. You know what? Just something that I can at least ease myself into. Not a BAC mono, but not like KCW mini.
Okay.
Something in between that range.
Well, we have 60 seconds, so...
So something around either sports or performance probably is where I'm looking at.
I do know that Ferraris have the gear indicator at least.
Yeah. I haven't tried the Renault Desire yet, have you?
I don't think I have either.
Do you want to give that a whirl?
Let's see.
It's
Where is
147
it?
horses, rear-wheel drive. It's under sports.
Sports?
Yeah.
Okay, Renault Desire. Alright. Let's see what kind of colors it has. None.
Only one factory or custom.
Yeah, I'll just go with the factory.
I'll go with custom.
Also, fun fact, I am wearing the same gloves in real life as the character does in the game.
Nice.
So, just a little extra bit of immersion right there.
Yeah. They got me with bare hands and sock feet for pedals. Okay, this is an interesting cockpit.
Yeah, Real Racing 3, this one was a real trip to see.
Oh, it's an EV.
Does that mean it only has one gear?
Methinks so, Chief.
Oh, that's gonna be real trippy.
Yeah, where are you anyway? I don't see you.
Hi.
Ah! Like, there's no mirrors. Aside from the rear view that's actually two cameras. Whoa, you binned it too, eh?
Yeah, I did. Oh my goodness. That's right, it punishes me. Even though I told it not to.
Ooh.
Ooh, the smoke in
Oh
this
boy.
game.
Ah.
Bye, have a great time.
Oh wait, no, come on. I keep spinning out. No, no, no. Holy crap. It is so hard to get a feel for this car. Like, it's only 147 bhp out of this movie, but man, it still has some kick. It's got torque. I didn't even check the torque figure in this thing.
Yeah, this thing is so silent. It's really creepy.
It kind of is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whenever you step on the brakes, it likes to step out. Whoa.
Yeah, I was noticing that too, Chief. Okay, I mean, I should control that at least. I think this is a bit of a sharper corner.
I'm gonna say that I don't really like this car, at least not for racing.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat here, Chief. This is definitely a
Maybe to
tricky
cruise,
car.
but not to race.
Yeah. Oh, that's a corner.
Whenever you were like semi-drifting, I saw the smoke from your tires,
Yeah.
and that was really cool.
Oh! I actually managed to correct that? That's impressive. Can I do it 2 for 2? Oh, he does it.
Yeah, that's called hardcore handling, bud.
It's called Let's Engage Formula Drift Mode.
I think every car in this game is a Formula Drift car.
Pretty well. Okay.
But no, it's so weird. In this game, I would swear almost on my life that the handling model is different between the two games. Between Drive Club
and Drive Club VR.
Yeah, between Drive Club and Drive Club VR. Drive Club regular is I cannot handle it. I cannot understand the physics at all. That's why I don't really play it that much, even though it would be really nice to. But
Yeah.
Drive Club VR, I love to drive in this game because the physics are so good. They're so natural feeling.
Yeah. Nothing feels natural about this at the moment. This feels very abstract.
Right. Well, I mean, its entire existence kind of feels abstract.
That's true. But just the fact that you're getting no sound from an engine, just tire squeal, and a very faint hint of wind noise.
Yeah, the wind noise kind of is cool, though.
That's true. Man, oh man, you really gotta fight this thing.
Yep. Or just really baby it into the corners.
Unless you're me, in which case you just like to
Yeah,
throttle and brake.
Yeah, Mr. Arcade everything.
Pretty well.
That would be a really interesting discussion, though. What racing games do you think would actually appear on the PlayStation 5?
Well, I've kind of given up all hope on Ridge Racer ever returning to console.
Yeah, and do you think that would actually be VR if they tried to come back?
No, it'd be arcade. It'd just be straight screen.
Yeah.
A Wagon Midnight copy would be sweet to see on PS5. Although, again, Bandai Namco owns that, so yeah, like that's gonna happen.
I have a feeling that it's very possible for a Project Cars 3.
Yeah, that could have potential.
Maybe not this year, but probably at least next year, because think about it.
Yeah.
It was, I believe, 2013 or 2014 whenever Project Cars 1 came out.
13.
2013. And then Project Cars 2 released in 2017.
I thought it was 16.
No, I remember that exactly because I followed Project Cars 2 from 2016. And whenever I saw that there was an announcement for it, I was like, okay, I'm just going to follow this game constantly.
Yeah.
But Project Cars 1 and Project Cars 2 are very, very good with the VR.
That is true. And even Project Cars 2 is touted as like one of the best sim games, second to like Assetto Corsa, really.
Well, for immersion, I don't think anything beats it. I mean, Jimmy Broadbent has said it himself. Nothing beats Project Cars 2 whenever it comes to immersion.
That's fair.
Of course, it Automobilista 2 might beat that out of it whenever it comes out.
That remains to be seen.
But Project Cars 2 currently is. And I'm thinking that I'm basing the consoles relative to my current PC.
Right.
My current PC is an i7 7700K, and it has a GTX 1070. I can kind of run Project Cars 2 VR. It's mainly with the AI where everything starts hitting the fan.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation 5, at the very least, will be able to beat my PC.
Yeah.
From every standard that, like, I don't think my PC beats 10 teraflops even. I think my PC may be, like, 6 or 7. Because it can run 4K, but it doesn't run 4K super well. There are only a few games that I can get 4K 60 Ultra on.
Right.
And that includes Forza Horizon 4, which I don't even set that to a constant ultra. That's like the dynamic render ultra. So Project Cars 2 has the VR element. The Madness engine is perfect for VR. And if we're talking about 4 years between each game, and that's with just Slightly Mad Studios themselves. That's not including them being bought by Codemasters.
Right.
So they're gonna have more money and more manpower. So I'm expecting if they don't show anything at E3 this year, they'll definitely show something, or not E3 because that's canceled, but like E3 time, like the E3 kind of season. Even if Christmas. Even if you don't have Christmas, say at your church or whatever, it still happens. There's still a season around it. There is an E3 season, and if they don't reveal it this year, they'll definitely reveal it next year. And I'm fairly certain that at least on the PlayStation 5 with the VR, how they're kind of pushing that, I'm thinking that will 100% be a thing that they go for. Which, if they do, that will be amazing. Because Project Cars has so many tracks and so many cars to choose from. Not as many cars as, say, Forza, but unfortunately I don't think Forza is going for VR this year. But we'll hope for next time. But it still has a respectable number of vehicles, and a lot of vehicles you wouldn't expect. Like the GT1 is in the Project Cars 2 lineup. And like Rocket Bunny cars somehow.
That's true.
But the Rallycross, it has all those.
Yeah, that's true. But in the meantime,
let's do the same track, different cars.
All right. I mean, that was an interesting way to ease into it. What else we got lined up in this?
Here we go. The Citroen DS Servolt is another one that I remember from not Real Racing 3, but Asphalt 8. Yep.
Yeah, that's an EV. What do you say we just become masochists and drive a Bentley Continental GT?
I guess we can do that. All right. Okay, yeah, there we go. Factory, I'm going red. Because what other color would I do? So, anyway, if Project Cars 3 next year, likely, goes to consoles and is playable in VR on the PS5, because there's no... Like, there's no excuses for either console, in all honesty. they can do VR. So I'm hoping that PlayStation 5 can do that, and that's a Project Cars game. What are your opinions on Gran Turismo going into the next generation? Gold? Gold, are you still there? Well, sorry, people, for a second. I need to, there's some technical difficulties with Gold. If you'll just hold on a second. Yeah, did you just conk out? Alright, so I'll quit the race.
I need to get my stream back up and running because it ended as well.
Okay.
So I gotta revive the stream.
It's live.
Why did that happen out of the freaking blue? Like, I don't know what happened there.
Whom do
I
you
gotta...
want to invite? I love how that's the thing. Oh, wow. Super GT has Drive Club VR?
What?
I'm not sure that's right. That might just be regular Drive Club. I don't think that's Drive Club VR.
Hmm.
I don't think Alegna has uh, PSVR. Oh yeah, speaking of Alegna, his pedals broke.
No, really?
Yep, yep, his
Ah, shoot.
Thrustmaster T3PA pedals. The
That sucks.
the spring on the brake finally gave out the other day.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, shoot, I guess I'm gonna start broadcasting again and spread the link again.
Hmm.
uh, why did that happen?
I don't know.
Apologies for anyone who was watching earlier. My PC decided, or not my PC, my internet decided to just die. So, social hub.
So anyway, well, like I was saying, what are your opinions on the Gran Turismo series going into the next generation?
Uh, honestly, what the crap?
What?
Cannot start broadcast? What? What
Are
in
you
heck is...
you're in the game, you should be able to.
Why can't I start the broadcast? Oh, maybe it's because I forgot to change the title. That might do it. YouTube's like, hey, you can't have two streams with the same title. Man, what the crap? I got taken out fast.
It did.
Uh,
Just go part 2.
hang on.
So yeah, well, Gold gets his stream back up and running.
Yes. Alright. Now it should work. If it says I can't broadcast, I'm gonna be like, okay, what's going on, YouTube? Alright, now we're back on air. Hopefully, back on air for now.
Alright, you want me to just, do you want me to just spread my link so I can tell people if they're watching me? If they're watching me, just... Let's see.
I should have a link on my end. Yeah, I got a link on my end.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll just repost.
Okay. Let's see. So, anyway, like I was asking...
Yeah, with regarding to GT though, my opinions are mixed, obviously, because I've only ever been introduced to GT Sport from the get-go. Like, I knew of the Gran Turismo franchise, but I never had a PlayStation to play it on in the past, so Sport was kind of my entry into the franchise as a whole.
Well, I guess, like, do you think that they'll continue any focus on VR? Do you think they'll expand the game modes? What do you think will happen with GT Sport being a cross-gen title? If it is a cross-gen title, like, what do you think? What do you think on all of those?
Hmm. I think VR, they'd be smart if they were going to expand the VR. They'll probably offer a more fuller campaign mode than what Sport had. Um, what was the other points you mentioned?
Uh, like it being a cross-gen title. Do you think that they're gonna come out with a Gran Turismo 7, or do you think they're really gonna try and flesh out GT Sport more?
Hmm.
The reason why I asked that is because it seems as though we should be getting another update in the next 3 or 4 days.
Hmm.
We should, but of course
Yeah.
we never get any indication if we are or not. Um,
Yeah.
so based off of how, oh, let's just start. Let's do the Bentleys. We'll drive and
Yeah. We'll
talk.
do the Bentleys. Yeah. 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 We'll do
So,
the Bentleys because I died. But
so with Gran Turismo Sport, they've been really, like, no matter what camp you're in, they've been really lacking on the content updates lately.
yeah.
So, do you think that they'll try to continue, because it seems as though they've treated this game pretty poorly really recently? So, do you think that they have GT7 kind of in the background, like do you think they're going to release it with this next generation, or do you think that they're going to try and revive Sport again?
Well, I think the way I'm thinking it's gonna go is, Sport's gonna go the way of the Dodo. Undoubtedly, it's probably gonna die within the next year or two after GT7 comes out, or they'll kill it before 7. Who knows? But the way I see it, even from the get-go, the way they promote Sport was like, we have a whole new engine, a whole new system, and all this stuff. So the way I view Sport as, it's more of a test bed for their new stuff anyway. I'm kind of
Right.
hoping 7 will be more of a fuller experience in that regard, using the same engine. So, that's just my take. I think that's kind of why it's been treated so poorly from the get-go, is just, it's a test bed. They want to find out what they can get away with, what they can't get away with, and clearly with Sport, they've found out what they can and can't do, I think. Or, if they're listening to fans at all, they'll have found out anyway.
Yeah. And, like,
But,
once again, whenever Kaz is talking about how he's surprised that people play the older games, I think
I
that's
mean,
really that really is a it's how do I put this? There would be no need to go to the older games if the older games didn't have something to offer over the new ones.
that's true.
Like, if all you did was make the games better and better and better, then there'd be no reason to go to the older games.
Yeah. But if you
Basically,
go backwards on it, then it ends up like people are just going to go back to the old ones because the old ones have better stuff than the new ones.
right. So, kind of like with how Gran Turismo 1 is very unique in the series, in my opinion. Because basically what they did with Gran Turismo 2 is they had Gran Turismo 1, but everything was better. Like, more cars, more tracks, more bigger career mode, better prizes, more music. There really isn't anything. If you're just going off of content alone, Gran Turismo 1 is the only game where you're not really gonna. It's not really offering anything extra.
Yeah.
So, if they just do it where Gran Turismo 7 is GT Sport with let's say more cars, more tracks, an actual career mode, then I don't think that there'd be any reason to go back to GT Sport. And they could they could easily just kind of kill it off and kind of forget about it.
Yeah. That's
Because
true.
because there are many mechanics in the game that, for longevity purposes, just don't. It just doesn't make sense. And
Yeah.
I won't name them all right now. They're pretty easy to spot in general, but
Yeah.
yeah, with Kaz's point, if all you did was make the new games better than the old games, then there'd be then no, people wouldn't be going to the old games, and you'd be right to be surprised that people were doing it. But
Yeah.
Gran Turismo 3 has a lot of things that Gran Turismo Sport just doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's also the nostalgia factor. That's one of the things.
Yeah.
Is that people like how the old, maybe how the way that the cars feel brings back memories, or the music in particular, or the
Yeah. Which is something you
menus.
really can't very easily recreate because of copyright restrictions, so...
Right. If Sony were smart, what they would do is they would use only Sony music in Gran Turismo.
Kind of like how Criterion, when they made the first two Burnouts, used their own music, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
So,
in my opinion, what I think they should do is definitely one of the goals that I would have is because Gran Turismo is such a moneymaker for the Sony range of consoles. Once again,
mm-hmm.
best-selling exclusive on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Is if Sony really wants to push VR, since now they don't have Drive Club VR anymore. Drive Club was supposed to be the intermediary between GT6 and whatever next GT there was going to be.
Yeah.
And Drive Club VR was one of the things that they used to push virtual reality and the headset. So since that's gone, they need a new racing game to do that. They need something that really pushes the boundaries.
Yeah.
And they can't just have Wipeout Omega Collection, because while it is really nice, it's still not... It still doesn't, get the essence of the track racer.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's true.
so I would definitely make it so that the entire game, online, offline, 24-hour races, rain races, off-road races, tests, missions, it does not matter. You can play the entire game in virtual reality.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I would strive for.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be pretty easy since the PlayStation 5 is powerful enough to do that.
Yeah.
But that would be one of the things that I do first.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, I'm actually going to change... I'm going to have the same... I'm just going to make it a different layout of the circuit, because I think there's a portion that gets cut off in the first version.
Ah, okay.
So...
And what car are we thinking of doing this time? I was actually surprised how competently the Bentley you handled.
Yes, it handles very well.
It was boat-like, but it still handled pretty average. Have you tried the GTI Design Vision before, or no?
The Peugeot? Yes, I have.
No, not the Peugeot, the Volkswagen.
The VW?
VW GTI Design Vision. It's got a twin-turbo VR6 and all-wheel drive, and...
I guess
it's right beside the Bentley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't have much time left. I guess let's do that. Let's do.
Okay.
Oh, basically it's the Vision GT VW.
I'll do mine in custom wrap.
All right, I'll do mine in factory. But yeah, with Gran Turismo, that would be one of the things. I would do that, but also what I would do is say with the
Ooh, look at the cross brace in the back of this thing.
Whoa. I would say with the what is it, the real life events, I would make it to that they used VR.
Ooh, we're getting pretty close here.
just to kind of push the boundaries.
Yeah.
That part of the circuit still gets cut off.
Woo!
Did I cut you off?
I was like, I had to take the inside off track there.
Okay, I cut you off then.
But now I'm too far behind you to really make a difference of that. That time I really missed the apex.
Yeah, I would have the... Similar to how they have the wheels from the Gran Turismo branded wheels at the live events.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Woohoo. Woohoo.
Whoa!
I was so close to taking you out, Mark.
I was already taken out, so don't worry.
No, like I was about to smash your rear end.
Oh, that's a short course. Okay.
Huh.
So similar to how they have the Gran Turismo branded wheels at the live events, I would have the VR headsets at the live events. Okay, don't go into third gear apparently. So just to sell the headsets for Sony and to sell the game as being VR ready, because I do remember that being a huge complaint for people on release of the game.
Yeah.
Because Polyphony had said that you would be able to play the entire game in VR.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people were expecting.
Yeah.
And then they got a race with a stupid AI and a very limited Forza Vista copy mode.
Yeah. With time trial.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that I would do as just for marketing in general, because in my opinion, I don't think the car list is terrible right now. It just needs more things that are geared towards the game's vision as a whole.
Right. Whoa! Okay, don't shift too soon.
So, for instance, if you have a VR game, if you have a VR driving game, what would you want to... What kind of cars would you want to have?
Probably a mix of old and new, obviously.
Well, what specific type of car? Like, a type of car that would accentuate the VR experience.
So in other words, maybe something really fancy? Or a nice interior, at least.
Nice interior. I was thinking topless. A lot of topless cars.
So you can experience the environment more.
Exactly. And the sense of speed. So like the Miata or the S2000,
Right.
or like maybe an Audi R10.
Right. And I'll confess, actually, speaking of Mazda Miata, I
won.
personally think I did win. I personally think that with GT Sports VR, they did the most attention to the Miata, I think, because that interior is just the best.
Yeah, the 2016 one.
Yeah, it has so much detail. It's like they put the most effort in that car for VR exclusively, because everything else has good little pieces and stuff, but just everything about the MX-5 looks so clear compared to everything else on all the other cars.
Right. And I mean, it makes sense considering that that's one of the base cars that you can use. Like you can use that at any time for time trial. But
That's true.
But definitely like topless cars, make it so that you can like hear the wind. Make the sun just like a little exaggerated in how bright it is.
Yeah.
I would also have if you have to have static time of day and weather, one of the golden standards, like the one that you have to have, is clear noon.
Yeah.
Clear noon. That is absolutely, because then you feel the sun the most. It's whenever most people are at least up, and most things look the best around then, especially in virtual reality.
Yeah.
I would also have night. Another thing that I
Hmm.
would have is rain. Just rain, period.
That would be pretty cool in VR.
Because rain in games is a very, I mean, it's seen as kind of a cheat for graphics, but it really
Hmm.
does work. It's really nice to see rain and especially drive in rain. I
Yeah.
cannot tell you how cool it was
Hmm.
to, for the first time, and Project Cars 1 on the PC whenever I got my headset,
Hmm.
I drove in the rain at the Nürburgring,
That must have
and
been a thrill.
it was surreal how cool that is. I mean, even if I didn't really do too well, even if I spun out a few times, it was,
Yeah.
or if I didn't really go above, say, 50,
Hmm.
that experience is just amazing. Another
Yeah.
one is, like, Dead of Night.
Hmm.
Absolute, like, pitch black.
Yeah.
Because I do have a stream from, I don't know, maybe almost a year ago,
Hmm.
probably actually over a year ago now, where I played Project Cars 2
Hmm.
in VR, and I used the McLaren P1 GTR
Hmm.
at the Nürburgring in the dead of night.
Nice.
That that was actually kind of scary.
Yeah.
Um, really
All
quick,
right. What are we choosing?
pick a vehicle. Um, is the Aston Martin here? I guess this is the closest that we're
There's
gonna get. The
the V12
Vanquish.
Zagato.
The Vanquish
Vanquish. What tier is that under?
performance.
Oh, I see it here. Yeah. Okay. Want to do that then?
Yeah.
Alright.
This time I'm
What color
actually
are
gonna
you
go
going
with the
with?
burnt orange.
Oh, the burnt orange. I forgot about that color. That's such a nice color. I'll keep that Miami blue look.
All right.
But but yeah, no. Nighttime in the dark or driving in the dark in VR is very cool. Even this game, when we did some of those night races, that was so much fun. Uh,
Yep.
and I mean, granted, I'll say this is probably one of the weirdest takes for immersion factor. Oh, this is a whole different track. I didn't notice
Yep.
that. But you ever played Need for Speed Shift, the original?
I played Need for Speed Shift, not very much because of the poor wheel
Ah.
implementation,
Okay, fair. It
but
actually handles really nice with the DFGT. I recommend that, by the way.
okay.
Um,
I'll have to move around my setup a ton to do that, but I think I'll try that at some point.
yeah,
Or maybe
it's
on
actually
on maybe I can do that on the PS3
maybe
because that's what the wheel is hooked up currently to.
fair. But yeah, no, Shift felt really nice with the wheel. But I remember one of the times when I first got into it, I think it was Shift, maybe it was Shift 2, the more I think about it now.
Hmm.
But one of the Shift titles anyway, I actually decided to run the Nürburgring at night,
Ooh.
and I will say that was a bona fide immersive experience for me. Not even VR, but just the way the depth worked in that game. I think it was Shift 2 actually.
Hmm.
So I think one of Shift 2's biggest selling points was they had night mode for once.
Okay.
But it was just so immersive that it honestly did feel quite scary actually, especially with an AI driver on to kind of tell you.
Oh wow.
It felt like I was doing Initial D, man. But
Oh yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
that is one of the things I would go for.
Hmm.
Another thing that I would go for is, I mean, I know it's a kind of copycat thing, but do Forza Vista.
Hmm.
Let me look at the cars, because the people who buy Gran Turismo, one of the things that they really, really like is the cars.
Yeah.
And the more of the car that you give them for their
That's a lot of
money,
tire smoke.
the more that they'll appreciate it. Oh,
Man, the engine's so quiet. I keep forgetting that I'm actually like redlining on these things. But yeah, yeah, no, it'd be nice to actually like see the commitment the developers have made with detail to cars.
See the insides of the doors, see the engine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that would be a really big problem if Polyphony has done what I'm pretty sure it has done, which is they only modeled the interiors of the cars and the exteriors. They didn't model, like, the doors, um, they didn't model the
The
engine.
hinges. Mm.
So, if they've done that, then they're kind
Well, that's
of
the thing, though. That's the
SOL.
thing, though. He was saying that, or one of the developers I remember reading from, I think it was a GT Planet article, they actually have, like, the CAD files from the manufacturer.
I thought that was iRacing.
No, that was GT. Like, they're taking CAD files from the manufacturer and downsizing them.
Oh, that's right. They had to go from like 7 million down to 70,000 or something
Yeah,
polygons.
yeah. So, I mean, it's not so much the modeling issue, it's just that, you know, they're dealing with, like, downsizing effectively 3 times, 4 times under. So, I mean, they probably have the ability to model out the engine if they wanted to. It's just actually currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. What? Why is that pop up on my end?
I don't know.
But they I don't know, like they were downsizing at least 3 or 4 times under what the manufacturer files are, so they probably could easily model the engine. It's just the way that Gran Turismo engine handles graphics. I guess they decided we can't put this in or something to that extent.
That the PlayStation 4 is not powerful
Whoa!
enough to do this.
Yeah. Which they've said they basically made their engine so powerful it's basically what the crap?
Oh. You just disappeared off the face of the planet for me.
I just straight disconnected. My connection's been lost again.
Ooh. Have you checked with your ISP, man?
What the frick? Off air too.
Ooh.
Ah, you son of a. What is going on with my Wi-Fi, Chief?
I don't know.
Like, what the absolute frick? I'm not even gonna bother streaming it again. It's like, I'm already at part 2. I don't want to do a part 3 to this, Chief.
Ooh, I got 500,000. Oh, I didn't get any new cars. That's right. I didn't get them until like level 45. Wait, gold? Hold on, stream. Just let me check. Can you hear me? Yep. Maybe the zombie... Yeah, maybe the apocalypse is happening and no one can provide any hydro.
Cut. But
Alright, back on air.
I'm not gonna bother streaming part 3. Just if I may broadcast on your stream. For anyone watching who was watching my stream previous, I'm not gonna do a part 3 because screw my ISP at this point. Let's just get on with it.
Alright. Let me post my link in like KOR and
Yeah, I'll give you a sec.
also, just as I'm so surprised that I haven't actually done this before.
Hmm.
Me and Gold are part of a group called the Lazy Drivers.
Yes.
That is our thing on Forza. That's our thing on here. You
Hmm.
don't see mine because this account was made, oh gosh, like back in 2015. And I only met these guys back in 2018, I think.
Yep.
So, anyway, we're part of Lazy Drivers. We do have a YouTube channel. There are currently 2 videos. I know that they're old, but Due to unforeseen circumstances, we weren't able to really fulfill the requirements of making more videos at the
Yeah.
moment. So we should be making more because it's a community base. It's not just one person uploading the videos. It's
Yeah.
multiple. So so go check that out if you really want to. It's literally just lazy and drivers. Just no
Yeah.
funny business. One of our members his name is Nightmare, and he does the whole thing where he changes the some of the letters to numbers. It's just
Yeah.
it's not that confusing.
Yeah.
So anyway, let me
Mhm. Yeah, for our YouTube channel, we have I think 2 or 3 podcast episodes up. We were gonna do more, but like Mark said, due to unforeseen circumstances, we weren't able to produce anymore. I think
we should be able to produce more fairly soon, especially because of all the stuff that's happening.
yeah, that's true.
So we actually might
Yeah,
be able to do that in a few days, hopefully. They're long form
we'll see.
videos. They're more podcast style, so
Yeah,
there's not much
yeah,
funny editing. There's usually just me literally live as I'm talking. I'm playing the game, so that's
yeah,
why maybe the gameplay isn't super interesting. But whatever. If you want to check that out, check it out. We'd be happy to
yeah,
have you.
yeah.
So
Yeah, we're always looking for more people with more opinions on subjects that we talk about, mostly related to racing games, obviously. Um, yeah,
exactly. We have we currently we do have some vastly different opinions. We like to keep it
very.
civil,
Yeah.
definitely. That's one of the things because civility is something that you don't really find that often
Mm-hmm.
in this day and age. So, especially on racing games somehow, even though it's literally just machines going around places, you still get a lot of people with some interesting opinions, and it seems very
Mm-hmm.
opinionated somehow. But either way, don't
Yeah.
worry. I think I've said this before, but I'm not a filthy fanboy. I don't have an affiliation to a single console manufacturer. I just don't like Nintendo at the moment. That's my only thing.
Yeah.
I have, and actually, pretty soon, I will stream with my webcam, and I'll get to show off a shirt that I designed. Of course, this isn't official by Forza, but or Microsoft, but it's a shirt that I went ahead and designed. There might be a couple mistakes, but whatever. It's a shirt that I like, and it's being delivered on the 4th. So
Hmm.
hopefully you guys will see that at some point soon. But whenever I do have it on, I will have my PlayStation 25th anniversary jacket on as well. So
Mm.
it's I and
Mix.
it's a mix. And like I said, I'm gonna be getting both the Series X and the PS5. The only thing is
Yeah.
that if there's nothing having to do with Gran Turismo or racing games on the PS5, I might actually just kind of skip it until next year, or
Mm.
whenever there's a proper racing game. So, um,
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that there is. So if you guys want that too, please do something. I guess message Sony or message Polyphony if you can. Just I really want something having to do with a VR racing game on the PlayStation 5 because currently the lineup that we have isn't really super stellar. One of them's going offline in the next week. Um,
Yeah.
one of them's kind of dead whenever it comes to updates. One has been dead for years. The other is pretty cool, but not exactly track racer.
Mm.
Um, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping that eventually Automobilista 2 comes to console. That's not very likely. Project Cars 3, that's definitely very likely that it will. Um, also, Assetto Corsa Competizione. That is, they're hoping to have a console release by the end of the year, which hopefully means the PlayStation 5 or Series X or both. Um, and that game is it's really really cool. I haven't bought the most recent DLC for it yet, but it's a game that I think is really interesting, and I'd love to have it on consoles, especially if they support VR.
Mm.
So, anyway, that's a whole spiel. Let me invite you. by the
Yeah,
way.
because I've been trying to join your session, but nothing's happening.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen.
Join lobby. There we go.
Let's go with Norway this time.
Alright. We haven't done too many Norway tracks. We should do something.
Let's see if there's a... Oh, there's a raceway.
Nice.
V1. Let's go for a lower powered car this time.
Alright. What are you thinking?
I am thinking... Let's see.
Because low end is like hot hatcher sports, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Let's try the M135i.
Okay. What color are you going with?
Let's see, does it have red? It doesn't have red. I'm going to go with the
You have
closest,
orange.
which is orange.
Alright, I'll keep blue. Do. Yeah, I guess I won't be streaming for tonight, the rest of tonight,
Oh,
because
see.
apparently my ISP is just like, no. There you are.
Well, no gear indicator, so...
Fun. Oh, you get to see me wipe out. Like right here.
Ooh. I didn't realize that corner was coming up.
Neither did I. Woo! Okay, it just reset me.
Woo! I barely got past that. It was going to reset me too.
I actually ghosted through you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no clue what gear I'm in.
I think this is gear 4, I want to say, maybe?
I think this is 5th.
Ooh, you're actually going a bit...
I like the power on this. Or the way that this thing breaks.
Hmm. I mean, for all the crap I give Euro cars, I will say Beamers are very good handling cars.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty well about all everyone's ever going to say about Beamers is like, they perform amazingly, but they're such pieces of garbage when it comes to reliability.
It's too bad there are no Porsches in this game.
That's true. I only have Roof as our only Porsche outgo. I think that's second there. That's third.
Ooh.
And the fourth. Oh, that's a tighter corner than I thought it was.
Yeah, it definitely is. Whoa! Look at the... I think that might be a glacier.
I'm thinking a mountain range, Chief.
Wow. This is cool. Look at the waterfall,
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, nice little waterfall distance. That is so cool.
This is like a... I wonder what this racetrack looks like in the base game.
It
Because
probably still looks pretty good.
there must be more, like, foliage. Because this kind of feels right now like it's in literally the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I do kind of get that vibe.
It's like a track that has been abandoned a long time ago, and they're only just the locals kind of keep it
Maintain
updated
it.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has that vibe.
I definitely want to do this again with, like, a topless car.
Oh, I'm like right behind you, Chief.
Mm.
Which is actually kind of impressive for myself.
And you might pass me.
Oh, wow. I guess I got the right line on that.
You didn't wipe out.
That's
Which
also
is
a
good.
factor. But I'll wipe out here, probably.
Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa!
Oops. Oh, goodbye. I didn't mean to do that.
Doing the tap.
More like uncontrolled slide.
Thought you were going for the double crash. Man, these are some sharp corners.
They really are. I actually don't know what the... I'd have to look in the base game in order to see what the corners look like on this thing.
Yeah.
I'm also not using the HUD, so...
We're on final lap when you get to that line there.
All right. Oof.
Yeah. Brake. Overshoot the corner again. Whew. Man, there's so many tricky corners to this.
Alright.
It almost makes sense now why Norway drivers are some of the best drivers.
You mean Finnish?
Actually, I'm in Scandinavian,
Ah.
but
I don't know. Is Norway included in that stereotype?
I thought so.
Hmm.
I thought Norway was considered Scandinavian.
Well, it is considered Scandinavian, but I'm talking about in terms of good drivers. Because usually whenever I think good drivers, I think Finns.
Yeah, I mean, oh, what's his name? Formula Drift guy, I know, it says he's from Norway, frick, I can't remember his name. He drives the Toyota cars in, like, Rockstar branding.
Okay.
The name escapes at the moment.
Yeah, I have no clue who you're talking about.
Tanner Faust, I think.
Oh, Tanner Faust. You mean the guy that, that destroyed the, what was it, the Rolls Royce?
No, not Tanner Faust. No, sorry, not Tanner Faust.
No.
Frick, I forget his name. I know he drives the new Corolla hatch for Papadakis Racing.
Okay.
Let me pull that up on my phone, actually. Oh, hey, Club Level 21. Nice.
Nice.
We got more paint jobs. That's always fun.
Yeah, let's try that in different cars.
Like, we're not running the same make?
No.
Okay.
Because I want to do that with, like, a topless car. Remember?
Right.
I actually kind of want to see what that looks like at night.
Frederick Osbo, that's the guy.
Okay, I've never heard of that person.
Yeah, he's a pretty popular Formula Drift racer.
Okay.
So what kind of class we running?
I would like to use... Let's use the BAC Monos.
We're running BAC Monos?
Do you want... Are you okay with that?
I might choose something a little different with a more closed top.
Okay.
I'm gonna... Oh, what should I run? No, let's not do that. That'd probably destroy you.
I don't care about waiting or not.
Where's my volcanic red? There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have bad luck with this car in GT Sport. We'll see if that luck is any different here. Like, I actually prefer the MP412C over this car.
Oof.
In Sport.
That's interesting.
Wait, this is that same circuit, isn't it?
Yep.
Ah!
Ooh. Whoops. Sorry.
Ah! I think... Oh, good as any for a braking zone. Oh, you got it on the inside. Ah!
Ooh.
Whoa!
Whoops. Bye.
I'm pretty sure I was very close to actually hitting you with that.
You did hit me.
Oh.
Yeah, you weren't just close. You succeeded.
Oh. It looked like you barely grazed me when I actually, like, stopped. Come on. It's definitely an interesting, or much different track at night.
It is.
Right, slow down for that chicane.
Are you... Can you actually see me?
Hang on. I can see your taillights, yeah.
Hmm.
But granted, you're also a fair distance away, so all I'm seeing is like... Well, I see your headlights and your taillights, that's about it. And there's your brake lights, signaling where I should have braked. Somehow I managed to secure that corner. I don't know how I did that.
I see the skid marks from last lap.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely... this definitely has more SimCady vibes than actual Sim.
Yep.
Dorifdo!
What do you feel? Imagine
He says as he's barely keeping this thing under control. That's a spin.
Is the RX-7 Spirit FD in the base game?
Sorry?
Is the RX-7 in the base game with the DLC?
I think it is, because I think they included the R34 and that RX-7 for the Japan DLC.
Okay.
I remember it was 2 cars at least.
I know there's also the Honda Civic.
Oh no, that's right. It was only 2 cars. It was the Civic and the Skyline.
Hmm.
I remember that now.
I could have sworn that the RX-7 is in the base Drive Club.
No, because I don't seem to remember there was actually any Japanese cars in the base game.
Oh, I'm sorry, not base, but in non-VR Drive Club.
No, I mean even in non-VR Drive Club base game, I don't think there were any Japanese cars in the original release.
No, in the original release, yeah, I'm talking about, because this is the car list of the original release. They didn't include any DLC. I'm talking about in the DLC.
Yeah.
Like in all the DLC, I'm pretty sure that they added an RX-7.
I want to say it was only the Civic and Skyline they added. Because that's the thing, I always seem to remember looking through the car list after getting all the DLC and making the note to myself of, oh, they only added just 2 Japanese cars in the whole game. At least that's what I remember anyway.
Oh, see your headlights?
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, I still hate the 650S, but at least it's a slight more tameable in this game. Let's see, what did my phone vibrate with? Ah, good to know. So I got a text from my dad.
Mm-hmm.
He said his phone is arriving tomorrow.
Nice.
So, yeah. He's getting a new phone.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Scotland, wait, what's the Scottish racetrack? Is that the... Oh yeah, that's
Oh yeah,
that one.
we've done BHR.
Canada. Is there an actual Canadian racetrack?
I believe so. I think it was called Not Landing.
I don't think it's Larsen. Fraser Valley. Lytton?
Not Lytton.
It's not Cayush. I don't think Canada has one.
I thought Canada had one. Autodromo Frontera.
Is that... Okay. Alright, let's do that one. Time of day... Let's go 11 o'clock.
Okay. What cars we picking?
I'm picking the BAC Mono again because I'm really close to leveling up with it, which I think will make me get a lot of accolade points.
Fair point. What do I have level with? Ironic, I actually have 5 levels with the BAC Mono. What the heck? I may as well drive the Mono. I'm gonna die in it, but I may as well drive it.
I'm almost at level 6.
Oh, 1 lap? Okay.
No, oh, it's only 1 lap? Okay, didn't expect that, but... Sure.
Alright. Looks like a track.
Yeah. Hi there.
Hello. Ooh.
Well,
Oh, okay. Ah! I guess I got out better with that.
I guess technically, whoop.
Yeah, it's a sharp one here, Keith.
Okay, well I don't have the track map on. I'm literally learning this.
No, like, I don't have it on either. I just remember this from actually racing it.
Oh. And you won.
Yeah.
Did I at least get 2,000?
Ah, that was tight, actually. Yeah, I didn't level up hardly anything.
Let's see. Yes, I leveled that up.
Ah. I probably need like another 2 laps of that to level that up. Want to do that again?
Sure.
Alright.
I leveled up, but I don't think it leveled up my accolades a lot, so... But I can still do that. So, start event.
Want you to 3 laps?
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Unless you want to do 1 lap sprints every time. I'll pick the Mono again, because I think I'm starting to actually feel that car out, surprisingly.
Yeah. Mono is not good in Project Cars, but it is good here.
Surprisingly.
Like,
That's what I'm finding out.
the 2 cars in Project Cars 1 that are absolutely undrivable completely are the R8 and the BAC Mono. Woo! How long of a corner this is, Chief? And I made that turn. You made the turn too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Ah! Understeer. That one thing that still somehow happens in Drive Club VR's rear-wheel drives. Ooh, tire smoke.
Yep. It's camouflage, so you can't see where I am.
Actually trying to kind of maneuver the car now. I was like probably an inch from hitting you.
Hmm.
Hi there.
Hi.
And you're probably gonna overtake me in a few. Steer, why?
Wait.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
Whoa.
Was I in front of you whenever I did that, or was I I beside you?
You were in front of me, Chief, and I actually had to brake there for a second. Like, oh wait, he's not going as fast as me.
It's,
Come on, come on,
I
come on,
think
come on, come on.
you got like an achievement or something.
Sounded like for a split moment there. Or I just got notification from the Nobbits group again for the billionth time.
Oh yeah, I get a lot of those.
Like, I don't have anything against Black Panther, but it's just like, I kind of forget that I'm still a part of his group or community on PSN.
I forget constantly. Yeah, we don't have anything against him. Just we forget that we're in his club.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Man, that... Come on! Let me pass! Ah! You blocked me for a split moment. I probably would have actually tied you.
You didn't have enough to pass me.
Dude, I was about to pass you, but then you budged in, so I actually had to slow down by a fraction. Anyway, I leveled up on my accolades. Got nothing for it, so...
Oh.
Oh well. What else did my phone pop up with? Oh, I got a message from Raxus. One of my buddies on Discord.
10:29. You think it's think an hour and a half is good enough to end at? I think you know what we can do? Since this might be the last time, let's take a couple cars. And I want to go to Cayush Point Reverse.
Alright.
And I want to drive that in remembrance of Drive Club.
Fair point. Fair point.
Alright. Let's go to location. Canada, not St. Clair. Cayush Point Reverse.
Yeah, you know what just occurred to me?
What?
So, for those who don't know, on Mark's stream, in the province I live in Ontario, Canada, we are currently under a quarantine of sorts, or rather, we've shut down non-essential services, both Ontario and Quebec, actually. And what's interesting to me about that was today I went out, I was going somewhere, and I saw the local Remax, or real estate agent in town. His office was completely closed.
Wow.
No cars.
So that's... Wow.
Yeah.
So real estate is not considered essential.
An essential server. No.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're under a stay-at-home order here.
Ah.
Which is basically, we really want you to stay at home. If you need to get groceries, get groceries. We're not going to stop you and put you in jail if you go outside. But if you do go outside, please try to stay at least 6 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is really freaky that a real estate business is not open right now. That's freaky.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's start.
All right. So,
Let's-
what car are you taking?
Well, since we're going to be cruising, we're not going to be really going super fast.
So, something on the low end?
No. Like, we can still go the hypercars.
All right. What do you got in mind?
40 seconds. Let's take my favorite car of all time, the Agira R.
Do I have access to that car? I don't.
What cars do you have access to? We got 15 seconds.
If it's hyper, I have nothing.
You have nothing in hyper?
Oh, and sorry, I have a Hennessy Venom and a Ferrari Enzo, and
Go with
stuff
the
below that.
Enzo. Go with the Enzo.
Alright, I'll pick the Enzo.
I'll go with red.
Oh, I meant to choose color. Ah, I kept it red.
Alright, I'll go blue.
Hope you got blue in that, Chief, because it just clicked for me.
Yep, I did.
Oh, it's a darker blue. Looks nice.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, so we're just gonna go on a cruise.
Yeah. In fact, I'll actually use my H shifter for this.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm gonna change my viewpoint.
Where are you, Chief? I don't even see you. Oh, there you are.
Alright.
So what's your cruising speed?
I don't know. Oh.
Can't check your speedo? Whoops, sorry.
My cruising speed is 28 miles an hour?
Huh? Oh, it is in kilometers. I'm in like third gear right now.
I'm in fourth.
I could do
So my engine's kind of low rumbling.
Yeah, I have it in third to keep it at 2,000. It's kind of funny actually, because my car in real life, my Toyota Celica GTS, it's got a high rating motor and it revs up to 8,200 RPM. And as a result of that, I always have a tendency to keep it around 2,000 to 3,500 at max idle. So. Yeah, it feels like I could almost recreate the scene from Fast and Furious. Oh, we're
Almost.
ghosting. We're ghosting.
You went away, sir.
So did you.
Oh. Oh, no, I see you.
They want you doing like 60, basically.
Ah.
Or at least above 45 kilometers.
Alright, fair enough. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm in second, idling at 3,000, so...
Yep. We didn't really have Drive Club VR for too long.
No. Oh, it came out, what, 2015? 2016?
2016.
Yeah. 4 years.
Yep. And the Evolution Studios got shut down, and then they were moved to Codemasters, and then they were actually shut down again.
Weren't they shuffled into Sony or something?
I think they were shuffled into Codemasters, and then they were shuffled somewhere else.
Hmm. I've heard you say you think some of them were shuffled into Turn 10 or whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Or
sure that they were.
Playground.
I'm pretty sure that some of them were in Playground.
Yeah. Kinda wish we had just a stupid long highway.
Oh yeah. There's a Canadian highway, but it's cut off by
By what?
a chicane.
Oh, that's right. It's on the other track, right?
The other Canadian track, yeah.
Yeah. I want to say it's not Cage Point. Sinclair Pass, I want to say?
No. No.
No? I don't know. What was the other one that we raced on? We raced the Caterhams on.
Oh, that's Sinclair. But anyway, right after the bridge,
Hmm?
I want us to stop, like put the hand, or yeah, completely stop,
Mm-hmm.
and just listen.
Alright.
So, about right here.
Alright.
Hear the birds?
Yeah.
So nice. I'd still love to do this in real life.
Just sit on the road in a Ferrari Enzo.
Yeah, sit on the road in kind of any car, in all honesty. Any higher end performance car. Alright, you want to head out?
Sure.
Let's go. And, alright, I have to go e-brake for this. 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to stop at the end of this road.
Alright. Woo! I see sparks on your rear diffuser.
Yep. Alright. Man. Even how low this is compared to the original game in terms of like the detail, this is still a beautiful game.
Oh yeah. There's no denying that.
Like I think Polyphony can only hope to have the VR status like this.
Hmm.
Yeah, the dirt on the windshields. Look to the left. Look at that lake.
Mm-hmm. Look at that mountain, Chief.
Yep. This has got to be in Vancouver.
Oh, it has to be. I've never seen mountains this huge. I went to freaking Newfoundland in Labrador back in 2011. Never saw ranges this big.
And if you can, look to your left.
Trees? Or the range?
Trees, sun, everything.
Hmm. Oh, and Gustin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Dang fine sight, eh?
it is. Man, this is one of the reasons why I really want Trial Mountain and Deep Forest. Because they're areas that are similar to this.
Yeah.
Now look to the left. Look at the
Farm?
the field.
Yeah.
Man, it's so perfect.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to have mountain roads like this, honestly.
They're still
In my
pretty.
neck of the woods, you get
Yeah,
a bunch of flat roads and nothing fun.
Just a couple hours north, you can start getting some really good, a lot better roads.
Yeah, that's true. Went up to North Bay back in like 2006, maybe. And yeah,
All
there's
right.
definitely some good roads out there.
So, let's do a rolling drag race. Start
Okay.
starting at this corner. Be in second gear and start at around 60 miles an hour.
Not around 60.
All right. So
So
roll up equal to
60.
me. So whenever we turn this corner, as soon as we get straight, we'll.
Okay.
All right. Get up to 60 and even in 3, 2, 1, punch it.
I think you have better traction on that corner.
Thank you, Drive Club. You have been an absolutely amazing racing game.
Yes. One of the innovative games of its time, for sure.
I will be very sad to see your multiplayer go, but we'll always remember you as a really nice game. I'm just sorry that I couldn't get to you sooner.
Same here.
Well, that does it for the stream. For
Yeah.
goodbye to Drive Club VR multiplayer.
Yeah.
And couldn't have had a better way to end it.
Of course.
Well, thank you everyone for
Yeah.
watching. See you
Yeah.
guys later on.
Yeah. Sorry that I had to cut my stream short.
And that's fine.
Because frick my ISP.
Subscribe to Goldman27 on YouTube.
Hey, there you go. Good shout out.
And then subscribe to Lazy Drivers on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And
It's up to this guy, man. He's good.
thanks. All right. See everyone later.
Yeah.
And goodbye.
Adios.